All right, welcome to the world famous review request section of Huge Movie Fanatics. We do them like twice a year because we don't get very many requests. Feel free to request movie reviews. If we see them, we'll review them. This movie review request comes from the Kooky Monster 70. Is that what I said before
Yes.
I turned on the camera? The Kooky Monster 70, and his request was, have we seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind? Have we seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind? Yes, we have, and we will gladly review it for the Kooky Monster 70. And I'll start. In this movie back in the day, you know, my dad was kind of a UFO buff, and he kind of believed in, he had an open mind, let's put it that way. And he believed anything is possible, which it kind of is. So you never really know what's what. And I'm just laughing. And so back in the day, it was like all kind of like, yeah, this could be real, and which it could be, you know. But I don't really care if it's real or not anymore. There's enough problems on the planet. So anyway, back to the movie. This is a really great movie. Is this after Jaws? Is this movie after Jaws?
This was his first movie after Jaws. Yeah,
Next
it's
movie
78,
after
right?
something like that. It was 70 something. And this is a pretty great movie. I don't really know where to start. There's like three versions of this movie, so I don't know what.
I've only seen one version.
So whatever version.
That's theatrical.
They're pretty. The original theatrical or what?
Yeah, that's the only one I ever
really?
saw.
They're pretty much the same. So the year version does it have the one where the ship's in the desert? Because I think they filmed that after the original theatrical.
I have it on VHS tape from like 88 or whatever when they put it out.
Anyway, whatever. That's what's. I don't know what the hell version we're reviewing. We're reviewing one of the versions of Close Encounters of the Third Kind. They're mostly the same. But the way this movie starts, I mean, this is fucking. First of all, this is Spielberg at like his fucking classic. Sorry, at his damn classic best, rootin' tootin' classic best. This is amazing stuff. And the way the movie opens, just with is it the control tower? I should have watched it, but I've seen it. I got the Blu-ray, which is really cool. It's got all three versions.
Yeah,
on
I've
it.
been
It
meaning to pick it up.
It looks amazing. So the way they start, it's like, oh, they've got a plane coming. Oh, it's coming to oh, it just passed right over. I mean, just like the shark, I think Spielberg realized that, you know, the shark not working might have been to the advantage of Jaws, because they do the same thing, like intentionally in this movie, and it's just genius. Did he write? I think he wrote this one, which is kind of rare.
One of the only ones he's had involvement with writing.
Yeah, and I can't remember like scene for scene how it starts, but I love how it starts. It starts in a really small way, and then you just after that scene, kind of like the first scene in Star Trek 2009, you're kind of hooked, and you just see this and that and this and that, and it's great. Maybe I'll hand it off to you so I can remember some stuff.
I'm gonna give this 3.5. This one's really good. The special effects and stuff are really great for what they are back in the day.
I mentioned that, what's his name? Spielberg wanted to get Douglas Trumbull, who actually didn't do, I think all he did was the split screen from 2001, the stuff when he goes in that, there's whatever they call that, when he goes in there and it's just all this stuff. I don't think he did anything else, which is weird. But anyway, the visual effects are really great for the time of this movie.
And there's a hidden R2-D2 if you look closely.
Yeah, I don't really like that shit. I think that's dumb.
I think it's cool.
I think it's
it's just patting his friend on the back.
I hear you. Oh yeah, so this had to be 78 then.
Yeah. So little things like that are cool. What works for me is the first half of the movie works a little better than the second half. The second half, the payoff is nice and whatnot, and John Williams is just awesome with his little 5-note score or whatever.
Do it.
Dun, dun, dun. Right?
Nope. Meow, 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 meow.
That's what it is, yeah. And he's just great. I have the soundtrack for this one. It's really quite good.
I have the LP. I think I got it at Half Price Books for $1 or something.
Right on.
Thank you.
And Richard Dreyfuss is great. I don't know why he didn't do more movies with Richard Dreyfuss.
Spielberg,
because he was the best thing in Jaws for my money, and he was also really
Well, I like Roy Scheider in Jaws.
I mean, Roy Scheider was awesome too, but Matt Hooper was my man. But yeah, he was great in this too, and it's too bad that their working relationship sort of veered off in different paths. I don't know why that is, but it was kind of cool. I guess he discovered Harrison Ford. Anyway, this was great. 3.5. There's so many great moments. The alien invasion scene with lights is just great. best use of light I've seen, where that's all you see with the little kid and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, that scene scares the shit out of me,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, it's just
And
it's
the mom's terrified and the kid's dumb. And he's like, "Ooh!"
Yeah, it's
Let's
just
see-
a gripping scene.
Ice
All
cream
it is
cone.
lights. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that scene's so scary. Like all the toys come dun
Yeah.
dun 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 dun, and then like the car in the vacuum cleaner. Oh, I'm getting chills right now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though. So,
Yeah, now I'm remembering more. I'd give this is 4-star movie for me. This is just like Powerball. This is Powerball. This is tour de force. Just like holy shit. Spielberg at his prime. I mean, hardcore shit. Sorry, hardcore stuff. And the bit where he's like the whatever tower, Devil's Tower.
Yeah.
My dad always thought that the meeting took place on the top of it, when it's actually not on the
Yeah.
top. It's like
Yeah.
on the dark side of Devil's Tower. It's on the other side of it. It's just behind it, next to it, right close by. And yeah, because it was great. Because back in the day, in the 80s and stuff, my dad's mom lived out in Montana, and so we actually got to take a couple trips in the 80s, like to go see her, and we actually took a trip to Devil's Tower. So that was cool. It's always cool to see the
actual location.
locations
Yeah.
of stuff, especially movies so grand and great. One of the props I give for the movie is actually kind of showing, and I'm surprised the studio let them do this, but there's all kinds of stuff like this in movies. But the creepy ass thing, which I didn't understand when I was a kid, that they did to make it look like the government make it look like this is a dangerous area by killing. That's really creepy shit. Like I said, when I was a kid, I always thought it was a real threat, because when you're a kid and you see dead animals and you see people with masks on, you just think it's ironic, because you just take the word for what it is. But yeah, I mean, and it was just classic, and I can't really remember. I like that old guy who's like, or I think when they go to some kind of meeting or whatever, they're like, holds up a picture and he's like, this is a UFO or whatever, and then he's like, this is what it is. It's like through this frisbee or this pie tin in my backyard, And that cool thing, which is actually in reality, where the whole debate about pictures. There's so many pictures being just that kind of stuff taken, and how many UFOs, and it's like, well, how many car wrecks do you got photographing? Like and so all that kind of whatever, the real kind of trying to explain it away, but the is really cool. The thing where, and I feel so bad too, actually, for his family, or for his wife, actually. Oh, Terry Garr, she's great and really kind of cute back then, and I feel really bad for her, because he goes nuts.
Yeah,
I actually really
crazy.
I really, this is actually the beginning of the suburban Spielberg stuff too. This is the first one, where it's like the classic Spielberg suburban family whatever. And like I said, I every time I watch it, it's so funny when the kids just. This is a movie I saw recently that I think it happened in. I think they did the same kind of stuff in 8.5, or not 8.5, Super 8.
8.5.
That's a real movie.
Yeah, I know, it's a real movie. It's just not similar at all. Yeah.
But anyway.
It's Super 8.
So, anyway, I'm just ranting. We got all kinds of shit to review. Are you done?
Yeah.
4 stars. This is
Right now,
Cookie
yeah.
Monster 70. This is a great movie, just so you know. We like it. I like it more than he does. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I'm rambling.
Awesome movie.
Thanks for watching.